A detective Yakuza game? Ooh, this could be good. Alright, here's the deal. A majority of the gaming community unanimously agrees that trailing missions are dog shit. If your game has one, then it is instantly considered a bad game. That is because these types of missions are an absolute drag to play and are usually used as a cheap way to drag out the runtime of a game. And the ones in this game are some of the worst I've ever seen. Games S. Yo, hold up. An anime intro? Judgment is the best game I've ever played. Well, why'd you have to jump over? The game is so realistic that you need to memorize what key goes with what door. No, I'm serious, this is a real feature. Alright, I'll actually get started now. My opinion of this game, simply put, is that there's a lot of lost potential here. The game genuinely has some incredible moments within the story. The sad moments are heart-wrenching, the action choreography is top-notch, the highs of the game are monumental. It is just overpowered by the absolute damn bad horrendous lows of the game. Trailing missions that take forever, escort missions, long ass exposition, the amount of unnecessary gimmicky minigames, plot twists on par with a porn novel. All of these things heavily weigh the game down. I usually try my best to ignore all of the aforementioned aspects in the game, but they were just too much in Judgment. Now you see me? No you don't. Now you see me? No you don't. Your local hoodlums and scallywags do not like you for whatever reason. As such, it's on sight if they spot you roaming the streets. Don't worry, the counter is simple. You see these hooligans? Ignore them. Run and grab the bike. You win every single time. You have two types of martial arts, the bike and the storefront sign. My man Yagami punches like a bitch. You need to upgrade these hands to level 2 at the very least in order to do any meaningful damage. Your hands and feet are extremely ineffective at the start of the game all the way through the mid game. Because you're broke. This game's too realistic. Leveling up is excruciatingly sluggish. In the first few chapters, the amount of SP you earn is piss change. Having a base strong character in a beat 'em up style game such as this one is crucial, as it keeps the action fast paced. All of that is not that big of a deal, to me at least. As repetitive as it gets, the bike is a shit ton of fun to use and it never goes stale. Welcome every hero shooter's nightmare, every League player's bean of existence. Yeah, I do realize he's shooting me with a shotgun, but can I please play the fucking game? This is made even worse when combined with the grapples and the ones the bosses use, so you can't even get out of. Single-handedly, the worst addition to this game's combat system is mortal wounds. When inflicted with one, you take damage to your max HP instead of your HP draining like normal. And in order to treat these wounds, you need to walk all the way across the map in order to get to some shady back alley sewer dwelling ass doctor. And I gotta say man, with these prices, I might as well go to a real hospital. The whole process is just costly and more time consuming than anything, which leads me to my next segment. Why is he looking that fucking deep into the camera? Blink, please. The game is 27 hours long, at least 60% of that is filler. Filler as in, if it were to be removed from the main story, the overall story would not suffer. The game takes way too long to explain the smallest and most unnecessary details, and throws in some of the most random and time-consuming filler in between main events. A perfect example of this is the Mario main quest. You need to find out what she does for a living. This whole long-winded ass section is just there in order for you to find out she's got a crippling gambling addiction. Here's the best part about all of that. She's not even a main character. Hell, she's not even a side character. All of that for a character that quite literally has no influence on the story whatsoever. And this is only one of the many filler sections that the game forces you to play through. The side quests are deadass more engaging than the actual main game. Yo! Main story villains on the other hand, oh my god, why is there a body here? I wonder how that got here. Wow, I could have never seen that one coming. You sure got me, pal. For a detective game based in the Yakuza universe, the game finds itself lodged in between these two genres, and ends up doing neither one of them properly. Some of the other Yakuza games are absolutely incredible, and I am a fan of the series as a whole. It is just a little sad to see the spin-off be not up to par. Many aspects of our Judgment are there for the sole purpose of extending their runtime. The Keihin gang that keeps appearing no matter how many times you defeat them, the gimmicky detective aspects of the game, the mind-numbingly slow build-up throughout the whole game, only to cram everything into the final chapter and call it an ending. 27 hours hours is pretty long for a game, not that I mind, and the ending still somehow manages to feel rushed, despite the length of the game. You know what, I'm done. Story bad, let's move on. Now just cause the story is bad, that don't mean I can find other ways to enjoy myself. I got a trophy for that. Wait, hold on. You can get a girlfriend?